Yo, what's up? It's Neil again, and welcome back to the Energy Academy. As mentioned in the previous episode, the first stage of any electricity system is generation. Most electricity is generated at large power stations, but generators come in all different shapes and sizes. The most recognisable are traditional power stations, where fuel is burnt to spin turbines, nuclear power stations, and renewables like wind and solar. Basically, generators produce electricity. The term generation usually refers to the amount of electricity produced, but how is generation measured? Well, generation's actually measured in two ways. The first is in watts, which measure power, i.e. the rate at which electricity is transferred at a single point in time. 1,000 watts make a kilowatt, and 1,000 kilowatts a megawatt, and 1,000 megawatts a gigawatt, and so on to terawatt, etc. In the context of generation, you're likely to hear megawatts come up when people discuss the rated power or capacity of a generator. So, if you hear someone say, "We've just built a 50 megawatt wind farm," the maximum output of those turbines at any one time is 50 megawatts. For an idea of scale, an average single modern wind turbine has a capacity of about 2.5 to 3.5 megawatts, and the average domestic rooftop solar panel system has a capacity of about 4 kilowatts, so roughly 1,000 times smaller. Great Britain's largest power station, which is owned by Drax and located in North Yorkshire, that burns wood pellets, and it has a capacity of 3.9 gigawatts. This means that it's over 1,000 times more powerful than an average single wind turbine, and around 1,000,000 times more powerful than an average domestic rooftop solar panel system. So that's how we measure power, but what's the second way of measuring generation? Watt-hours are the units used to measure energy, and they go up in the same orders of magnitude as watts. So watt-hours, kilowatt-hours, megawatt-hours, gigawatt-hours. 1 megawatt hour just means that 1 megawatt of power is being sustained for an hour. So, if that 50 megawatt wind farm I was talking about generates at full capacity for an hour, it will generate 50 megawatt hours of electricity. And if it generates at its peak for 2 hours, it will generate 100 megawatt hours of electricity. So, that's how generation's measured. But who decides what type of generators get built and where? In Great Britain, for the most part, generators are privately developed and owned, and that decision is usually based on the potential for profit and/or government policy. At a high level, energy suppliers, the companies that you pay money to ensure that your lights come on, have to forecast how much electricity they'll need and when they'll need it to meet their customers' demands, including yours. Suppliers then enter into contracts with generators to purchase the electricity they'll need. Generators then produce the electricity at the requisite time to meet the demand. The owners are then paid for the electricity they provide. But what do I mean by demand? Well, in the next episode, I'll explain exactly that. I'll see you there.